We'll take you to the brand new Intuit Dome where USC celebrated sports with athletes and sports leaders.
NIL deals are changing athletes' lives. We'll take a closer look at how they're affecting USC athletes.
And USC's women's sports is back at USC, but at a different field. See It Live starts now.
USC is taking the future of sports to the next level. Hi, I'm Amelia Paz.
And I'm Payton May. Some of the biggest names in sports came together today to share what's new and developing in the sports world. It happened in the new state-of-the-art Intuit Dome. The $2 billion facility is home to the Los Angeles Clippers, but today it was the site of a special gathering of athletes, sports leaders, and innovators. Some of the cool features you can find at the Intuit Dome include 5 basketball courts and the world's largest halo board, which optimizes sightlines from all seats. The stadium is entirely cashless and fully automated concession stands.
The gathering today at Intuit Dome was a celebration between the Annenberg School and the Marshall School of Business. NBA's Commissioner Adam Silver, USC's Paralympian Ezra Freck, and basketball player Juju Watkins were among the attendees. USC President Carol Folt spoke about the significance of the sports world to the community.
I think it is a great moment for USC, and what's important when we talk about USC is to realize there is individuality within that full name. We're all USC, but there is a Marshall School, there is a cinema school, there are the 23 schools. I say we're the school of schools because we have so many outstanding schools. So I think it is a good opportunity for them to showcase what they do, but most importantly, it showcases that they work together. The people that want to be a part of the future want to work cross-discipline. So it's a great opportunity to show that.
Today's conference was a first of its kind collaboration and has set the scene for more sports conferences in the future. The 2021 ruling allowing college athletes to earn money from their name, image, and likeness has made some of the NCAA's top players millions of dollars. According to the NIL marketplace Open Doors, the NIL market is projected to be worth an estimated $1.7 billion for 2024 through 2025 and $2.7 billion the following year. From Nike shoes to private jets to Lamborghinis, college athletes are making more money than ever through partnerships of all kinds. According to On3's valuation tracker, USC's top NIL earners include quarterbacks Miller Moss, women's basketball guard Juju Watkins, and wide receiver Zachariah Branch. Watkins recently signed a lucrative multi-million-dollar year contract with Nike. A USC alum and founder of an NIL agency explained how all athletes can benefit from this change.
Now what's really great about the NIL landscape and how it's all set up is that it doesn't matter what sport you play, what gender you are, do gymnastics or play volleyball and have just as big of a brand as like a star quarterback. So I think it's just a great opportunity for athletes to really get the recognition that they deserve, and also get paid for it as well. Now,
NIL's impact on college sports has faced criticism from many coaches and fans, but there is no doubt that the ruling has been a game changer.
The time and commitment needed from student athletes often takes its toll on their mental as well as physical health. Student athletes say it's not uncommon to spend about 40 hours per week on their sport. They're also juggling a full academic load. One UC Davis student says that he needed help following a severe injury. He found guidance and wellness resources with the Athletic Guidance and Support Group on campus.
Joining AGS and asking for help was a huge reason of why my mental state has always kind of stayed at a good regimen. But I think for a lot of people, it is really tough, not being able to go to class, not being able to go to practice. You're not involved with the team, so it kind of makes you feel like an outsider.
One group trying to tackle this problem is Exposition. Exposition is a nonprofit organization that gives student athletes a platform to share their personal struggles and stories. One of the co-founders says it's important for athletes to share their stories.
We have conversations with athletes. We work with them to create their story, and they tell us about things they're struggling with. We've talked about kind of the stresses of competition. We've talked about things as kind of serious as eating disorders, and it's an interesting conversation for us to navigate, and we always make sure that the athletes know that they should be comfortable, that we don't have to publish anything they don't want to publish, and that we're here to support them, and if needed, help them get help.
Early this year, the NCAA updated its mental health best practices, requiring schools to create healthy environments to support mental health, including mental health screenings, and create action plans to refer students to qualified providers.
Women's basketball is taking up more space in sports than ever. The 2023 season saw a 142% increase in playoff ratings. The 2024 NBA finals are happening now. Last night, New York Liberty played the Minnesota Lynx. It was a close game with a final score of 80-77, making it a win for New York Liberty. 1.3 million people watched the game. According to the WNBA, attendance has doubled this season. 54 million viewers have tuned in. There were 154 sold-out games, and it's the most viewed regular season ever. A former WNBA player and current ESPN host says things are just getting started.
We've always known that we're special because our business has room to grow. The NFL, the NBA, the NHL established. Women's basketball has been waiting for the investment, and now it's here, which means our runway is just starting.
But this growth in women's basketball popularity started with college basketball. Last year, NCAA women's basketball set numerous ratings and viewership records. And here at USC, after her All-American season, star guard Juju Watkins re-signed with Nike for one of the most lucrative shoe deals in NBA history, according to NBA insider Shams Shahrian.
There's been so much growth. I mean, you've seen it the past couple of years, just how much the numbers have risen and the demand for women's basketball. So it's definitely something to look forward to, and I'm just going to continue to do what I can here to prepare myself as much as possible for the league.
Another women's sport growing in popularity is soccer. Let's go live to the soccer stadium near campus for more on tonight's big matchup.
Thanks, Payton. I'm here at BMO Stadium, where at 6 p.m. USC, ranked number 9, just started playing, ranked 15, Ohio State, after coming home from back-to-back away game wins. The women's soccer team has been dominant in 2024 with 11 wins, a single loss, and 2 ties, remaining undefeated within the Big Ten Conference. With renovations to their home field this year, the team has been playing at LA Galaxy Stadium in Carson, California. While tonight, they are at BMO, where LAFC and Angel City FC play. We spoke to the color analyst announcing tonight's game, Grace Schneider.
It's a big deal because people can now watch these players who have been putting in the work every year now get their time to shine. And this opportunity at BMO Stadium is a huge deal. So it just kind of shows like what the next level of soccer can look like for women and puts them on a larger stage.
I'm here with Morgan Fierro, a senior studying narrative studies. Morgan, what brings you out to the game?
Yeah, I'm wanted to come support some of our student athletes out here. They've been playing away from campus, and I think they're really excited to play close to home and at this really amazing facility and stadium. And you know, they've got some really incredible players, some good chemistry on the team. Some of the international players are really, really talented and have a chance to play overseas, so it's a privilege to get to see them play here.
Thanks, Morgan. And if you miss tonight's game, you can catch the USC women's soccer team at Carson playing number 16 Penn State. Back to you in the studio.
Soccer in the U.S. is expected to continue to grow with the 2026 FIFA World Cup coming to North America.
I think soccer is gaining a lot of popularity because women's sports are just becoming more popular in general. We see basketball gaining a lot of traction as well, and I think the soccer popularity has always been there, but it's just really booming just with the more media attention that women's sports is getting.
The rise of soccer comes after a historic run by the U.S. women's national team. If this trend continues, soccer might be the most popular sport at the next games. Just ahead, the Dodgers are back on the diamond in the city that never sleeps.
Also, a group of sports business leaders will be gathering on campus. We'll tell you more about what they're talking about. And these athletes are taking sports to the next level. You'll see how next on See It Live.
Let me tell you how we amplify our Latina voices. Check out Dímelo. We have it all. Deportes.
Entertainment. Noticias. ¿Qué tal? Soy Mariela Gómez y bienvenidos a Dime la Hora.
Radio and podcasting. Comida y cultura. Digital social media.
¿A qué equipo le vas tú? LA Galaxy o LAFC? Dímelo is the only Latina-focused media outlet at USC. Dímelo. We have it all.
Dímelo. We have it all.
Want quality name brand carpet for less?
Call Empire and you can get quality carpet at the lowest price guaranteed. And no payments for 1 year.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today.
I've replaced your shoelaces with fruit by the foot.
So you did. I replaced your fingers with fruit by the foot.
Bravo. I replaced your bones with fruit by the foot.
Indeed you have. I replaced your guitar strings with fruit by the foot.
Seems like a step backwards, but alright. I replaced your DNA with fruit by the foot. That would be end game, my friend.
Fruit by the foot. Fruit-flavored snack.
We grow 'cause you need to know.
Last year, Major League Baseball loved what we were doing. They monitored our site the first 2 years, and they decided to have a partnership with us. So some of our content appears on MLB Network, MLB.com, and we cover all the big events and games and players. So it's a mission to reconnect the Black community with baseball.
Parker also says that a secondary goal of his is to mentor young Black writers. His staff has just increased from 14 to 70 writers.
Right now, all eyes are focused on the Dodgers as fans are hoping they make it to the World Series. They are currently playing Game 4 of the National League Finals in New York against the Mets. They are 2-1. Earlier today, the New York Yankees played the Cleveland Guardians. New York took the lead with the 2 home runs in the 8th inning, but Cleveland tied it up in the 9th, and in the 10th, Cleveland hit a 2-run homer to win that game. The Dodgers and Mets are playing Game 4 right now in Queens. The Dodgers are leading 3-1. USC students tell us they are counting on the superstar, Sho Alhani, to bring home a big win for Los Angeles.
Right now, with his elbow hurt, he's still a great hitter. So I think he's definitely the one to watch out for and who not to pitch to if you're on the New York Mets.
And I've also heard he's just like a great human being, and it's easy to root for people like that.
I think it'll bring the LA community together and kind of build that cohesiveness that LA kind of already has, like with their pride with the Dodgers team.
The Dodgers play their 5th game tomorrow against the Mets at Citi Field in New York. Tune in at 2 p.m. Pacific time.
Sports gambling is taking college campuses by storm. But what is it that's so addicting? The simple answer could be a combination of the thrill and eagerness to win some quick cash. Sports gambling is not legal in California. However, there are apps such as Prize Picks and DraftKings that make it available through prop betting on individual players for anyone. We found out that these apps are incredibly popular.
I would spend hours a day actually researching, trying to figure out what to bet on, what like the previous hits were for the past couple seasons, to see if the players I'm betting on are going to hit the same numbers.
I typically just do $10 bets, so I do like parlays of like 4 legs around there. So.
Where is sports betting not legal? Turns out there are a number of states. California, Texas, Idaho, Utah, Minnesota, Missouri, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, Oklahoma, Alaska, and Hawaii. Experts warn that gambling is not a job and gambling frequently can lead to addiction.
The USC 2024 Sports Business Association announced its second annual summit for sports industry leaders. It's a great opportunity to connect with students and with people working on the business side of sports. So far, we know some of the speakers, including Bob Graziano, the President and Chief Operating Officer of the Los Angeles Dodgers, and Rob Dyfendorf, the President and COO of Pitchforks, a data provider of investment marketers. SBA's president says there will be multiple panels.
We have panels in finance, in sport talent management, in sports leadership, and a very special keynote speaker that we're very excited to announce in the upcoming weeks. So tickets are free, it's for students, by students, and we really encourage everyone to stop by. We get to connect with each other, but also allow these students to connect with professionals in the industry, and that's just such an amazing job to have.
The summit will take place from 9 to 5 p.m. Thursday, November 21st in the Trojan Grand Ballroom. If you are interested in attending, make sure to RSVP online.
Not all sports are taking place on the field anymore. Instead, sports fans are in computer labs. Games like League of Legends and CS:GO exploded during the pandemic, increasing time spent playing video games 39%. It's been a different story for the last few years.
For example, during the COVID bubble, there was a huge raise in viewerships, and the industry really thought that it was going to ride that wave and build into something even more mainstream and even bigger. Unfortunately, that bubble popped, and so we're seeing a decrease of viewerships, so it's still rebuilding from that phase.
While esports haven't grown at the same rate as they did during COVID, there are still millions of dollars and participants in the industry. That includes nearly 3 million in London right now for the 2024 League of Legends World Championship. Thank you so much for watching See It Live. From everyone at Annenberg Media, I'm Payton May.
And I'm Amelia Paz. For more coverage, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. We'll see you next time. Good night.